Gentlemen, we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. Let me just logging on now. Got my invitation. I wouldn't have what? I haven't got too many comments yet. I see Armin. I see that fella who never tunes in. Must have felt bad, so he's tuned in. Finally. Finally, Armin has come back to mixed chat. Get in there. Right, yes, as much as I love these tracks, Singapore, USA, Kota, finally at a gem of a track in Silverstone. Must be one of my favourite tracks. I think this should be known as the gem of the Formula One calendar, or the jewel of the Formula One calendar. None of that Monaco. Yeah, you may be always there. You never say hello, though. I think it's the first time this season you've actually said hello. You know, I did ask Frank to have a secret word with you. Cheers, Frank. It must have got through. Hey, listen. I'll have less of that. Where's that block button? He's come back. Frank, send me a message, Frank. How can you block users in the chat? I would never do that to Armin. Right. Let's have a run through. Let's have a runnage quickly. Then we can get back to abusing Armin. Lemon on 269. My eyesight. This ain't gonna help my chat. My eyesight is a bit blurry. Lemons 269. It looks like. If it's not, he's there or thereabouts. Lemons on 269. Rostocker, the man on fire at the moment. He's on 209. Stiggy on 206. Jay Tyler on 203. Very tight between second and fourth, anyone's game. Big Frank up there in fifth, giving it large. Stiggy, good day, mate. Giving it large there, Big Frank in fifth. Showing your teammate how it's done. Listen, Armin, when I'm sitting here reading out the standings, mate, you shouldn't be giving it big un. Your teammate's sitting up here in fifth place. He messaged me the other day, said he's got a bad back from carrying the team. If he's being honest, you know, I know you and Frank are good mates. I mean, yeah, I know you and Frank are good mates, mate. But when he needs to let rip and let off some steam, he messages me and said, yeah, currently he's got a bit of a bad back from doing all the social media, carrying the team. You know, poor Frank. You know. Trousers just behind 114. Crumpets 109. Marley 102. Some fella. What is it? So some fella there in ninth on 97 points. Is it Armain? Armain? Is that his name? I don't know. He gets the capital letters out. I knew that would get to him. Armin the legend in ninth on 97. Smoking cheese on 96. Entron, last week's driver of the day, I do believe. On 93, Milan on 92, the Globetrotter Brash on 88. Imri, he's back this week, I do believe, from his race back. Hold the phone. Sorry, lads, I haven't been on my Discord all day. Hold the phone. Is that the Lion I see in the lobby? Get in there. The Lion is back. Yes. Nice to see you, Lionator. The Lion's back. Verklempt on 39. So Pigs Do Fly on 37. Paul Jones Jr. on 33. Stephen, you absolute legend. How are you? Pinky Pookie Natalie. Man who ran out of fuel. So did Marley. He ran out of fuel on Sunday as well. Guys, how you doing, bro? Get to the comments as soon as I can. Bradders in 18th on 18 points. Beasley on 16. Scotty on 14. Hypes on 12. Arbon on 6. And all the rest have yet to score. Constructors. Very tight in the constructors. Williams on 313. Red Bull on 301. Aston Martin on 294. McLaren on 290. Mercedes 213. Pull your finger out, Armin. Sauber on 210, Alpine on 152, Ferrari on 123, Racing Bulls aka AlphaTauri on 91, Haas on 55. Now the TT times, we've got Beasley on 1253, we've got the Lion who's back Nah, listen, Armin, you know the score, mate. Come on, come on. You know, stop piling on Frank with all the work. You know, them fantastic driving followed by them fantastic social media posts. You know, seriously, not having it, mate. Right, you know what, Armin? Carry on, mate, and I'm going to DM Chaz and get him in the chat. Let's get him to start relaying some comments in the chat, mate. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah. So we got Lemons in third on 1258. Smoking Cheese 1259. 16 flat is Stiggy. Arbon on 126 flat also. Imri on 1261. Stocker 1262. Entron 1262. Grandpa's linking up. Chaz is going to absolutely get you, mate. Chaz is going to get you. We got Marley on 1265. My God, my eyesight's bad. Crumpets 1265. So Pigs Do Fly 1266. And we got some fella. Is it that Armain again? Armain is 1267. The slacker, old slacker down there 1267. Boom. There's your TT times. There's your standings. Let's see if I've missed anybody. I said hello, Manic. How are you, sir? Missed your comment there. Stiggy, I've said hello to you. Frank, legend, how are you, buddy? Good luck tonight carrying the team, mate, you know. Is this Armain fella? He seems to get about a bit. He's all in my chat. He's all in my chat, old Armain. Yeah? Yeah, mate, listen. Frank, let's be honest, mate. Let's be honest. If your teammate don't crash into you again this week, you should be able to have a decent race. Unless Armain's got other ideas and wants to take you out, you know, like we actually see a couple. Was it last week or the week before? Oh, there he is, old Armain, DD Armain. No, I didn't, mate. I didn't actually catch it on camera. I wish I did, because he would have got absolutely ribbed. He would have got absolutely ripped. And you know what? I'm going to be quite honest. Armin, or Armain, as he's now been dubbed, old DD Armain, we're going to... I don't believe that for 1 second Frank crashed into you. Never. Never in a million. I think old Pookie might have a night off the abuse tonight because Armin's just opened the front door. So, Pookie, when you get in the chat, I think you need to DM, slide into old Armain's DMs and send him a big thank you because he's given you a night off tonight. Diablo, how are you, mate? You know that, Diablo. You know that, mate. I hope you're well. You know that. Danny never gets a night off, mate. Especially after causing a red flag 2 Sundays ago. Sitting there in a healthy second place this Sunday, run out of fuel. Absolute pillock. What a numpty. Marley ran out of fuel as well, but Marley's all right. He's top guy, Marley, so we'll leave him alone. But yes, gentlemen, thank you all for joining. We are here, as I was mentioning before I got rudely interrupted by Armain. Yes, we are here at Silverstone. Absolute fantastic circuit, one of the best on the calendar, in my opinion. Beats all these other tracks. Spa, you know me, as you know me by now. Yeah, still finished on the podium with no fuel, so yeah, that's got to be a shout out. But we don't give Pookie any shout outs. We just rib him for his mishaps. But yeah, Silverstone, absolute fantastic circuit. Got to be up there with Spa-Francorchamps, if I pronounce that correctly. And here we go, boys. Here we go. Have a look. Old Mickey's been on Google again today. You know, at least I do my homework. You know, Armain. You know, I go on Google. Supposed to be working, but I go on Google when I'm at work. And Spa's an absolute outstanding track, mate. Spa. I would say best track on the grid in my opinion is Silverstone, and then I would put Spa up there. I would put, what else would I put up there? I would put, Monza's all right, but it's a bit boring. But the only decent thing about Monza, you like this, Armain. The only decent thing about Monza, it's got two Lesbos. So that's the only reason I like Monza. I do like a couple of Lesbos. We'll better say that quiet just in case my wife hears me. Spa-Francorchamps. Yes. Spa-Francorchamps. That's how we say it, you know. But yeah, anyway, Armin, I'm trying to, listen, get out of it, mate. I'm trying to get me knowledge on Silverstone, yeah. Silverstone is 3.6 miles long. We have 18 turns, which I know all the names of, by the way. Not that I've got them here written. Not that I've got them written here in front of me. I know them off by heart. Fastest corner. Hey, listen, Danny, you're going to have a night off tonight because she will knock me out, Stephen. You know. You might get a night off tonight, Pookie, because Armin's giving an absolute Charlie Big Potato in the chat. You know, started talking about my age, saying I need glasses, and oh Lord, look, he's starting on you now. Thank God you're in the chat. He's going to leave me alone. But yeah, as I was saying before, I got rudely interrupted by Danny. Silverstone has 18 turns, the fastest of which is the entry to Maggots and Beckett's, which you can take up to 180 miles an hour. And the slowest is the loop, which you can go as low as 56. I don't see you coming with commentary like that, Armin, you know. Frank more than likely, yeah. Frank, but then he starts talking like this, but you just always rudely interrupt him all the time. I was watching on Wednesday. Frank was coming with some good commentary, but every time he was getting onto a roll, you just stole his thunder. Yeah, you just stole his thunder and just kept nicking his limelight, you know. Frank, you know what I'm talking about, didn't you? You know what I'm talking about. Mind you, he's got to take the limelight on a Wednesday because you take all the limelight on a Tuesday. Boom, boom. Have some of that. Armin, you started something you can't finish now, mate. I'm that guy. Yes. Yes, my mate Stephen's there in the lobby. He's an ACC master, Assetto Corsa Competizione. You know, a bit more of an accent there for you, Armain. So what have we got in the lobby? We've got 15. I don't see Imri in the lobby. Not gonna lie, I didn't even check who checked in and checked out. We've got nah, Steve. No, I don't drink on school nights, mate. I don't drink on school nights. I'll try and stock up at the weekend. Nah, I don't do that Galicia nonsense. Straight up Australia, damn, the Barcelona beer. Wow, Manic, I just completely read that. I just completely read that wrong. I just read your. Whoa. I just read that wrong. I literally glanced at your comment, Manic, and all I see was Imri smoking at parents' evening. What kind of parents' evening's that? Imri's having a chuff at the old parents' evening. Imri's chuffing it down with the head teacher. My God, so we've got 15 in the lobby. No, we don't have pucker pies here, mate. I told you last week, Stephen. We don't have pucker pies. We don't have none of that bounty bullshit. We got straight up paella. We got chicken. My brother will vouch for this. Gaz, tell him about the chicken with the honey and mustard sauce, mate. Come on, back me up on that. Back me up on that. The old chicken with the honey and mustard sauce. R.I.P. Frank's quali session. We'll have to see what's going on there. You know it, Gaz. Tell him, mate. Tell him about it. I don't see Jay Tyler. Jay Tyler's not in the lobby either. You get a decent fry up, but not in Tarragona where I live. You have to go to Salou, or the foreign part where all the English hang out, to get a decent fry up and a decent roast dinner. So we've got Trouser out on his outlap currently. And as you know by now, lads, it's raining, so you could possibly, a big old slide there, round, let's check my list. Let's have a look. I think Manic. Yeah, mate, but yeah, I lost my chain of thought there, but never mind. I was just trying to be smart and name the corner, but I don't think we'll have any of that. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You can put 3 or 4 laps together if you've got enough fuel in your car. Put a few laps together. Right, here come Manic now, down to the Vale chicane. Boom, I know this one. And this is coming round Club, and he's... listen, you throw me off my game, Armin. You wait, listen, mate. Armin, listen. Stop chatting and get out on the track, you numpty. Here goes Manic now, taking us on his first lap. Oh, there's a big slide in the village. This is the slowest corner on the track that I reliably informed you about earlier, the loop. Normally should be full through Aintree there. Rashman, is he retired? He must be on a quali van. Down the Wellington straight now. Take it the long left of Brooklands. Flip it right. Just waiting for you to get on the court, waiting for you to get on the power there, waiting. There you go, get your car straightened up. Down now to the famous Cops, where Hamilton and Verstappen had their big major incident that's still spoken about 3 years later. And now we had it last week, the fake Maggotts and Beckett's at Kota. This is the real one. Absolute fantastic set of corners here. Just coming through Beckett's now. We get the car straightened up, kick the curb out of Chapel, straight down the Hanger Straight. Had a couple of slides, Manic. He's red lights flashing, so that's not a good sign. I don't think he's going to be able to string a couple of laps together. Hammer on, mate. Listen, Hammer on. I got mixed up. I said I was going to say Hamilton and Verstappen together. Listen, Armin. You watch tomorrow, mate. I'm tuning in. I'm going to make sure I tune in tomorrow, and you're absolutely getting it, mate. Verstappen, you know it, mate. Hammer on and Verstappen. There you go. That's what happens when you're English and you've lived in Spain for 8 years. If you want, I'll do the whole comments in Spanish, mate. See if you understand that. Here goes Crumpets now. Crumpets goes on a 140.1. The next car behind, I believe, is Pirate Danny. He goes on a Beasley goes on a 138 flat. That's an absolute huge time there from Beasley B. Damn. And the man's back. Stiggy goes on a 136.9. So already, I don't know if the track's ramping up. Like Armin's mouth, but we'll soon find out. Let's get on board with Lemons. Let's see what Lemons has got. Hammer on and Verstappen, you know. Diablo, you know about that, didn't you? Oh, Diablo's in the chat. Say it as you see it, mate. Say it as you see it. Listen. Armin, you know, I've just noticed, Armin, you're in the chat. You're not even on track. I thought you was on track. Just goes to show how much notice I've took of this tonight. Lemons on a 136.7. I've just noticed that Armin's not even racing tonight. Again, carrying the old team by yourself, Frank, mate. So, Armin, Romesh, Keith, or whatever you want to call him, Armain, for the rest of the night. If you hear me refer to Larry, I'm talking about Armain, old Larry Letdown. That's going to be his name for tonight. So Larry, if you've got anything to say, Larry, bring it. Here comes now my mate Frank. I am getting hammered this week, mate. Only 2.2 seconds off, solid 2.2 seconds off, solid lap. Absolute solid Manic. Don't you worry about that. Calm before the storm, mate. Calm before the storm. Ask Larry. At least Larry can't even put a lap in tonight. He's let everyone down. He's let his mate Frank down. After all the work Frank does carrying him, like I mentioned earlier, in this division, in the social media, you know, Frank does all the heavy lifting, and Armin just wants to sit there, old Larry, and start giving it Charlie Big Potato in the chat. Come on, Frank. Come on, show us how that Mercedes is supposed to be driven, mate. Frank goes 9th on the 136, 139.6. We missed Pookie's lap on the 138.5. Oh, like, you know it, mate. Diablo knows it. Arbon snuck it up there into 6th on a 138.5. Stiggy, that's a great lap there on a 136.969. Ross Stocker, the man on fire, the current informed driver, I believe. Along, I would say him and Lemons, the two informed drivers. Full commitment there from Marley. Slight lift off on the exit, otherwise he would have overrun and invalidated his lap. And just cuts, just gets it. Bring it on, mate, bring it on, mate. Gramps, I don't mind, mate. That was Stocker, he invalidated, there you go. Beasley he sees what Stiggy does and says, hold my beer, and goes 36.7. The Lion up in 3rd, great to see him back. Here goes Lemons, looking to improve, currently just under half a second up. Stiggy goes, hold my beer again, I'm buying a second round, and he goes on a 136.1. The track is ramping up now. It's all going to be about timing now. Who times their lap? Who times their lap to get the best time and the best status of the track? Who gets the best of the conditions? I do believe Lemons now is got Hypes up there in 5th place. Completely missed that. Crumpets in 6th. Here goes Lemons. Can he stick it in the 6s? Yes, he can, but it's only good enough for second place. Manic. Behave yourself, Manic. Behave yourselves. Stiggy, when you get in the pits, mate, don't read the comment section. Stocker's going to go again. There's only Marley, Stocker, Rask, I believe he's got a quali ban, and So Pigs Do Fly yet to set a lap. Entron, I believe, is there. May give his teammate a tow. You just don't want to catch all the way up to him. He could be a bit far back. He wants to make some gains now here through Maggots and Beckett's. This is where he invalidated last time, but not this time. He gets all the way through. We can already see a dry line forming now. But no, I don't think Entron's give it too much, and he's gone out too far. Stiggy's read the chat. Stiggy, how can you read the chat and type and you're still on track? Oh, Stiggy's typing with his toes. Now he's in the pits. Look, I thought you were toe typing. Stiggy. Here goes Stocker. Where can he put it? Stocker at the moment is only good enough. He's got plenty more. He got plenty more than that. He's got plenty more in him than that. Is Lemons going for another run? No, Lemons is coming into the pits. Where's old Pookie? Pookie's got Piccadilly Circus in front of him. He has. Got enough fuel in your car tonight, lad? Yeah? Oh, none of that faffing about running out of fuel. Now, if he's on a... Okay, Stiggy using voice to text. Okay, there we go. Car pulled right off to the left. I think that was old Lion. We're going to get on board with Lion. Ain't been on board with him for a minute, so we're going to get on board with him. So I told ya, Stiggy's a toe typer. The only two drivers I know that can type and post messages while they're driving is Stiggy and Milan. Funny enough, where's Milan tonight? Pirate Danny goes up in the 3rd. Knocking it with the big boys again. Arbon up in the 4th. I think Beasley's got a little bit more time in him. Let's jump on board with the Lion. Where's he tonight? Oh, Tyler. How come he's not racing? See, look, Armin, Larry, tonight would have been a good race for you to race tonight. At least you would have finished 15th instead of 19th, you know? So you should have turned up tonight, mate. You should have turned up. You could have gained 4 positions. he's going to shoot in the door to get a race. Take it, that's Jay Tyler we're talking about. But yeah, Larry, you should have raced tonight, man. That 15th place, you'd have been all over that 15th place, mate. All over it. That would have been yours. Been a pretty smooth lap so far. Pretty smooth lap so far from the Lion. Manic certainly woke up and chose violence. I think so did Larry as well. You know? I might have to have my mate Frank to have a strong word with him. Or if not, I might send a strongly worded letter to the admins of PGR. I'll send a strongly worded letter about Armin's behaviour tonight. It's normal behaviour, yeah, manic, it's just normal, it's just me. It's manic on a Tuesday. And Lion goes in the 35s. He goes in the 35s, just under a second faster than Stiggy. Over to you, boys. We're all still currently in the pit. Looking forward to Beasley coming out in his red Bollage to see. Hello, Jay Tyler. He's there. Jay Tyler's there. Jay, don't scroll up in the comments, mate. Don't scroll up in the comments, please. For your own sanity, please. You're not even racing. You're not even in the chat, and you were just getting ripped. But Armin started it. Armin, because he's let his teammate down. He's chose violence against everyone. You know, I blame Armin. If you want, Jay, we'll get together in the DMs, mate, and we'll send a strongly worded letter. Give it time, Manic. Give it time. Give it time, mate. Give it time. Hypes goes up in the 2nd place. The Beasley going one wide. Filed a lawsuit. Yeah, definitely. Full commitment there. Oh, and he just oversteps on the exit. Does Beasley. Just overstep. Oh, Marley hasn't even set a lap yet. Marley's just waiting for it to dry up. He's got his mechanics out on track with mops trying to dry it all up. Listen, mate, there's nothing better than a strongly worded letter. Don't you worry, mate. Don't you worry, Armin. And by the way, let's have it right. You're all giving me stick in the chat. Gaz Preston's my brother. He's older than me. So if I'm a Gramps, what does that make him? And I'm sorry, Gaz, I know you've sat there all silent, and I'm just trying to put the blame onto you, lad. Here comes Stiggy now, trying to get down. He's got a lot of time to find. Oh, just within the limits there, Stiggy. Proper in attack mode now is Stiggy. He's tucked his toes away, stopped typing, and now we've got his toes firmly on that throttle. Lemons 130.51. What can Stiggy do? Can Stiggy get down in the 35s? Soon find out. Just coming around Vale chicane now. Let's go full commitment through club. It's quite a tricky corner in the dry anyway. Stiggy goes 135.3, puts him good enough for 3rd at the minute. He ain't going to be able to get round, so he's going to have to recharge, which I think he is doing. You can see that ARS flying up. Where's my mate Big Frank? Come on, Frank. See what you've got. He's half a second up at the moment. That'd be good enough for where he is, 10th. But you can find some time. Still got half a lap to go. I've got faith in Frank. The Lion's come back out on an out lap. Is he going to have enough time? He should do. Should have enough time. Lemon's doing what Lemons does. Currently in 1st place. And while we're waiting for it all to kick off, well, as done in the chat already, I'll happily let you know, Gaz, my driver's racing tonight due to our side bet. My driver's racing tonight. Yours ain't. So I'll send you my account information by the end of this race. Beasley B goes first, and I think he won't have enough time to get another lap in, I don't think. You go the line. Stiggy, he's on a recharge lap. He'll have enough time to. We'll have enough time. Whoa, okay. Come on, lad. Caught you again. Caught you again, lad. Come on. Trousers on his out lap. Where's Trouser? Where is he? He's just at the side of cops. No, he's not. Stoke. So he's going to have enough time. He's going to have enough time to... Trousers not going. Trousers had enough. There you go, Stocker. Let's see what Stocker's got. He's coming round for another run. Lemons, he's on a flyer, definitely. This is going to be his last lap. Got a McLaren. That's Stocker, so we're going to jump back on board. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Bang out of order. Frank, big Frank on 136. Get in there, Frank. 136.6. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. You're feeling bad now, Larry, are ya? Trying to big up your mate. Right, we've got a Ferrari coming around. It's Marley. Marley's done. Marley's done. Marley's down in 13th. Lemons now. Lemons currently sitting 3/10 fast on his lap, that is said. Blue New Soul Frank, he's had enough. Whoa, I didn't see that flash up on my screen. Was that Frank retired from the session or Frank's left the session? What did that say? Frank, let me know if you're still in the... So, give it with that. Unlike you, I'm a commentator who knows everything. Listen, you only know everything because Frank tells you what to say, mate. Frank tells you what to say. That's the only reason you're top of the tree, mate. I'll say to you the same thing I say to my wife. Armin, you're the head of the relationship between you and Frank. Lion goes first on a 134.6. Can anyone improve? Danny's in the pits. Stiggy's still fourth. Stocker, we're just waiting for Stocker to come across. But anyway, as I was saying, Stocker goes fourth. Improved by 7.5 seconds. Anyway, as I was saying there, Armin, to summarise yours and Frank's relationship, I personally would say you're the head of the relationship. I would then call Frank the neck because the neck controls the head. So that summarises, just if everybody didn't know. If everybody didn't know, spun when I was 9-10. Bah, that's. Do you want me to play a violin? I'm playing the world's smallest violin here, Pookie. Just in case you can't see it. I'm playing a little violin for you. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. You were 9/10 up. That's a shame, eh? A strange analogy. But it may be strange, but it's true. The Lion in first, Lemons in second, Beasley B in third, Stocker in fourth, Stiggy in fifth, Arbon sixth, Hypes seventh, Crumpets eighth, Entron ninth, Blue New Soul 10th, Mr. I was 9/10 up, and something happened, 11th, Trouser in 12th, Marley 13th, Brashman 14th, So Pigs Do Fly in 15th, and Armain. There's 15 drivers, and I guarantee you if Armain was in this lobby, he would have qualified 18th. And we're actually dry weather. So again, that goes to show that maybe people might have been running around on that wet track with a dry setup on. So some drivers may have a lot more left in the tank. A bit like me, in my old age, got plenty left in the tank. Sorry, what I said... I'll say it again. I got no shame, mate. I got no shame. I said there's 15 drivers in the lobby. You would have been 10th, my arse. Listen, I could try and keep my stream PG. Yeah, I don't like swearing, but my arse, mate. My arse. You would have more than likely got lapped in quali. Don't give it all that. Yeah, Frank would have lapped you. Or no, maybe not. You'd have just took him out like you did the other week. Don't worry, Frank, mate. I got your back, bud. I got your back. I got your back, mate. Don't worry about that. So we are ready to go. 15 on the grid. Mate, it's there for plain to see, mate. Plain to see. And if I remember correctly, it just goes to show how my old age don't affect me and how much of a good commentator I am. If I do remember correctly, in that race, Frank started on the mediums, you were on the hard, and you still took your teammate out. That's bang out of order, mate. That's like, I've seen race bans given for less, you know? Or maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe our main, for crashing into his teammate, got a secret race ban, but we've just kept it all on the quiet. That's why he's not racing tonight. I think Armin's got a race ban, an internal race ban from Mercedes for taking his teammate out. Bang out of order. Bang out of order. I reckon if without that, that was the race Frank finished 7th, I think. I reckon without that, he could have been on the podium. Proper let your team down, man. Armin, Larry, how can you do that, mate? Proper let your team down. I think Frank told him to sit out this week and have a strong word of himself in the mirror. Right, we've got a few drivers on the old soft arch, on the old soft tyres. Lion, Hypes, Crumpets. Yeah, you numpty. You stayed out 32. Like I kept saying, is he going to pit? Is he going to pit? No, you didn't. And the thing that I love as well, you left it that late, stuck the softs on, got fastest lap, and then I think Brashman robbed it off you. Brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. It's brilliant. Armin's like, yeah, I'm going to go for fastest lap. No, you're not. No, you're not, mate. It got robbed off you. His fastest lap got robbed by old Globetrotter Brashman. There's your mate from the other week, look. There's your mate, Armin. There's your mate, Pigs Do Fly, look. Here we go, we're on board. Hypes does a DQ. Waiting for him to get in his box. Manic, what you done? We can see you there, look. Right, get on the rear wingage of the Lion. Should get a good start. Yeah, gets a great start. Frank's getting it from all, Armin's getting it from all sides now. You know when you get serious, does Armin, when he starts writing in capitals. Lemons and Beasley going at it. You got Stocker just behind. You got Stiggy just behind him. Let's filter back through the pack. Been a decent start from everybody so far, apart from this fella down here. Look, what's happening to him? What's happening to him? Pookie, what are you doing down there? Let's just while we're on him, let's check positions lost. Oh, come on, he's lost 3 positions, but he's got one back on Brash already. Brash is going to go down the inside though. He ain't having none of that. Here we go. We're going to have Max and Verstappen all over again. Max and Verstappen. There you go, Armin. There's one for you. Whoa! Whoa! Brashman weren't going side by side into cops. No way was he. So how much gap can the Lion take out of Lemons on these soft tyres? I don't think we're going to have them. I don't think we're going to have. Oh no! Stop! I'm trying not to. I'm going to leave him alone for a bit. Max and Verstappen, I know you'll come by it for that, you little knobhead. You know what I mean, you know what I mean. Lion fastest lap, as you'd expect, first man across the line. Pipes up 2, Stiggy's not had the best of starts. He'll be looking now to get his head down, find some consistency on each lap and just start clawing himself back through the field up to where he thinks he should be, maybe top 3, top 4. B Beasley's all over the back of Lemons. No, that's Stocker over the back of B Beasley, or Beasley B. Just a love tap, you know, mate. You know Gaz. Gaz knows. It's about to kick off here at the front as well. Lemons trying to hustle Lion. Now theoretically Lion should be gapping him a lot more than he is on the tyres. He's got stockers all over that back at Beasley B. There we go. Let's sit on board. So they reckon you can go soft to medium. So we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. We'll go single filage down the hanger straight. Got back on board with Stocker now. Someone's flashing already. I don't know what all that's flashing about. Here goes Hypes now, all over the back of Stocker. Beasley B with the fastest lap. Stiggy did fall out of DRS, but he's back into it now. It looks like Bold Hypes is pushing Stocker through the corner. He's going to go move down the inside. Stocker sees it off with a big cloud of smoke. And a little switch back there from Hypes. Takes too much curb. And he may come under attack now from Stiggy behind, but Stiggy's a bit far back, so it's not all that bad. How's Pookie getting on? Pookie and Brash still going at it. Oh, Pookie's going to come under attack with DRS now. There we go. Here goes Brash down the inside. Fantastic camera. Did you see that? You see that? A big puff of smoke, and it started out in front of Brash's car. That smoke's an absolute nightmare. An absolute nightmare. Marley, we're going to start putting Trouser. The Trouser schnaz. Oh, big wiggle from Trouser there. Big wiggle. Caught the big from first to Rashman in a big massive DRS train. Let's jump to the front. Anybody going to make any moves? There we go. Just as we talk about it, Stiggy. We look on the back of Stocker, but he hasn't got the move done completely. Hypes is still. See, he tries the old switcheroony. Oh, big wiggle there from Hypes on the exit of Club. No, it weren't. That was the exit of Vale. Stocker now starting to put his foot down on the 129.3. Oh, Lemons just doing lemon things. He's kept up with the Lion, albeit with the tyre differential. Let's see if he goes to make it. The only thing about Silverstone, I would say, the DRS straights ain't that long. So it's he who conserves his DRS the most to use it to make an overtake. And we're still pretty close at the minute. Pookie's lost out to Brashman, he's still behind him. And they're now getting onto the back of Pigs Do Fly. Marley hasn't made the move. Marley, I think you upset him, Diablo. I think you upset him, mate. Who's all over the shop? Yeah, I know, mate, I know. Armand's threw me off, mate. He threw me off my game, you know? I don't expect that kind of abuse from a fellow commentator. He knows how much hard work it is, you know? But don't worry, he's commentating tonight. Oh, going to be very close. Great driving there from Marley and Trouser. Marley going to try and stick it down the inside. Oh, little bit of wheel banging. Little bit of wheel bang. Oh, big old slide. He keeps hold of it there, does our Marley. Whoa, just as we're kicking off here between Brash and Pigs Do Fly, and a bit of bumperage at the moment. Oh, Maine has gone to get his second abuse book. Yes, Gaz. I have PGR's Go Commentator Rattle completed in life. Yes. Get in there, Maine. It's all fairly calm at the minute. 5 laps in. Nothing major has really happened. Apart from Brash choosing violence. Pirate Danny still can't get past. Right up his chuff now. Oh, that little wiggle on the exit of Chapel may have cost him the opportunity to overtake. If he gets right in that slipstream, will he stick it down the inside of Stone? No, he won't. He'll save it for another day. Beasley's getting right involved now. Beasley's getting right involved. There's a little correction on the entry to Vale. How long are Lions' tyres going to last? That's the question. That's the question. How long are they? How long are these soft runners? Let's see again who's on the soft. Lion, Hypes, Crumpets, So Pigs Do Fly. They're all on the soft tyre. So soon we will see Beasley right over the back of that Williams. Is this where Lemmers decides enough's enough? As he feels he's getting attacked from behind now, will he feel that enough's enough and he needs to get Lion out of the way? Larry, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Absolute pleasure. I can't wait till tomorrow now. Honestly, you've actually rolled my Wednesday all up into one, mate. Nah, pleasure, Armin. It's been an absolute pleasure having you in the chat, finally. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry, you can go. I'll look after Frank. Don't worry about that. Just going to be talking about him. He's down here in 10th. You upset him, Diablo, you know? You upset him. You took it too far with that laps comment. He couldn't handle it, mate. He couldn't handle it. Pirate. Yes! Oh, Pookie gets the first 3-second time penalty. Armin, see you later, bud. Finally disposes of Brash, but will Brash come back at him? He wants to try and pull away now from Brash and start trying to catch these cars in front, because as you can see there's 6-7 cars in front of Pirate Danny. He wasn't having the banter from a gentleman. Yes, great comment, Diablo. Great comment. Lionator, and I dropped out the third. We completely missed that. I think them tyres are now starting to wear off. But if he pits now, he's got to do 18-19 laps on the hard tyre, I believe. I don't see him pitting now for the medium. I don't think the medium will stretch all the way there. Stocker, Stiggy. So these front five now starting to gap Arbon behind. And now Arbon's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars behind him. And old Paul Manic again is just caught in another DRS train. He seems to get caught in the DRS train every Tuesday. He's right on the chuff of Frank. He's right over the back of Frank. Gonna get a little Constantina effect now. Every single driver, and I do believe every single lap, So Pigs Do Fly second man with a 3-second time penalty. I do believe, I'm a firm believer of, finally we get an overtake, we get a double overtake, Crumpets as well. And Crumpets, Hypes gets a 3-second time penalty, Arbon switches it back. You've got Entron just behind, you've got to go for a big lunge around the outside. Oh, clips Crumpets. Crumpets keeps it straight, but he has lost some positions. Crumpets has fell right to the back of this pack now. The back of these runners. Frank's now lost the DRS over Arbon. He wants to claw that back as soon as he can, because he's going to be coming under hella pressure from Entron. And just as we say that, there he is, sending it down the inside. Frank's going to go for the shorter run round the corner. Is he going to stick it down the inside of Aintree? Oh, he does. Frank should get the DRS. No, he hasn't. Frank did. Ah, Entron got the DRS. Wow. I feel at the moment this is where the battles are at the minute. Stiggy and Stocker just holding firm from these guys in front. I believe it's just all about this first phase of the race, just getting to your pit stop, getting the new set of tyres on, and then taking your race and cut this race up into 2 stages. I think that's the plan. Pookie's having a night. He's had a nightmare couple of weeks, our Pookie. Red flag, run out of fuel Sunday. Got disqualified on the grid. First man to pick up a time penalty. Said to him today in the Discord, I try and leave you alone. I try my hardest to leave him alone, but he's not making it easy. Entron's fell 3.4 now. Sorry, not Entron. Oh. Hypes, that's why he overtook him. But he finished third in Japan, yeah, I'll give you that. Hypes, first man to pit, off his soft tyres. That releases trouser now. His Entron, he's not close enough to make a move. None of these are really close enough. Yeah, he did well Sunday. He did well, but don't tell him I said that though. Don't tell him I said that. We'll keep that as our little secret, lads. So Hypes now is right at the back of the pack, albeit he'll be the first one to be making a pit stop. I believe you'll see him come out on the hard tyre now. Yep, there you go, the white stripe hard. It's a battle now, like I said, between Lemons, Beasley, Lion, Stocker and Stiggy. Like I said, they're just going to be looking now to get to the pit window. And again, it's who decides who's going to go. Will any of them play it safe and flip on the hard after the medium? Or are they going to try and stretch this to lap 15? No, lap 16, 17 and flip on the soft. Look, we've just seen these soft runners like Lion, for example, now on lap 9 and he's not showing to go to the pit. So he's going to be starting lap 10. So you're looking, these softs can do possibly 10 laps. So if they can get to lap 15, 16 on these mediums, this will tell you that these boys are going to be flipping the soft tyre on at their pit stop. Frank is now pulling in Entron slightly. But Entron's going to gain with that DRS off Arbon. Arbon's kept that, even though he's not the one without DRS, he's kept that gap solid. Entron won't be making any moves this time round. I'll tell you who could be making moves very soon. It's Beasley or even the Lion, putting his Red Bull teammate under huge pressure. And he's on the soft tyre as well. He still looks very attacking, does Lion. Very. Stiggy has taken Stocker. I think these two here are just biding their time to see how it plays out. They know Lion's definitely going to be pitting before them. So, and here we go with the DRS. Beasley's not sitting in the slipstream of Lemons. He's trying to stay out of that slipstream, which I'm quite surprised about. I thought he would try to get an even better toe coming down the straight. Oh, and he's had a big moment on the entry of the corner. Big slide under braking. Big slide under braking. Lion can't take advantage of that. Let's give Lemons a little bit of breathing space. Lemons is trying to put me in the bin tonight, going for number 4. If he does get number 4, I'm going to expect a message in the Discord straight after the race, to be honest with you. And now look, he's pulled that 1 second gap now. Albeit Beasley has pulled it back. We're getting a little bit bunched up now between these guys. Arbon's now fell 5 seconds behind, so you're figuring the winner's going to come from one of these 5. Stocker, Stiggy, Lion, Beasley, Lemons. How much will the undercut come into effect with Lion? And also he's going to be on the slower tyre for his second stint. So we'll have to see how all this plays out. We're now on lap 11 of 26. Stiggy's now getting all over the back. You can just see how Stiggy's car is sticking to the ground. There we go. Looks like he's got the run on the Lion, but I don't think he's close enough to put it down the inside of Stowe. And he has a big moment there, mid corner. There's Lion. Now Lion shows pit early. Great driving there from Lion. Didn't leave it too late. See, Stiggy was close to him, and he showed pit very early. And Stiggy see it coming. Great driving there from the Lion. He's in the pit. We'll see what tyre he's going to put on. We're going to put the medium on. He's done 12 laps. He's done 12 laps, so we're looking at these guys to get to lap 14, 15. Big Franks. And as we was off, we've seen that Entron now has overtaken Arbon. Beasley's going to try and claw that bit of gap that he caused himself on that big slide in the entry to the corner. Stocker's going to try and put Stiggy under, put some pressure now. So Pig Do Fly's pit. Hypes' pit. Lions got a decent now. He's got 7 seconds to the car behind, and he's got 12 seconds. 7 seconds. Yeah, 12 seconds to the car in front. So he's got some decent free air there now to start putting in lap after lap and make this undercut count. He's want to try and claw as much time as he can. Marley has somehow gone from behind Trouser to in front of Frank, and he's up 6 positions. Great driving there from Marley so far. And here goes Arbon. Here goes Arbon. Entron showed defence, but he's Lemons is the first man to pit. So they've only gone 1 lap. They've only gone 1 lap longer than Lion did on the soft tyre. That's going to leave them 13 laps to do on the soft tyre. I believe they're going to put soft tyres on. Yeah, there's the soft tyre for Lemons. I believe Beasley's going to be on the soft tyre. These two are both on softs. That makes Stiggy the new race leader, followed by Stocker. Now do these two jump in? Stiggy gives a little bit of a wiggle. We see them wiggle, Stiggy. Lion has come out in front of Beasley. And he's come out all over the back of Lemons. Now Lemons, does he use his soft tyre this time round to do what Lion couldn't do at the first stint and gap him as much as he can before we get the wear off? Before these soft tyres do start to wear off. Because ideally at this moment in time, Lemons is on the stronger tyre, but in about 5 laps, 6 laps time, it's going to be Beasley's on hards. Let's have a look. Jeez Louise, you got it right. Jeez Louise. He may have gone for security there, or Beasley. But I think these mediums will go to the end. I surely do. I do think these mediums are going to go to the end. Entron and Arbon going at it again. Any of them show pit? Stiggy's pit, Stocker's pit. Entron stays out, Arbon stays out. Marley stays out. We know about Marley. Marley's a tyre whisperer, Marley is. Frank stays out. Manic stays out. Pookie, a long way back, but he stays out. Whoa, and a big old correction there, did you, Pookie? Big old correction. And here comes Lemons now. He's going to overtake these two. He's going to have a big chunk of time. As we see Stiggy now, they're just coming out of the pit lane. There goes Lemon there. You see him on the left-hand side of the shot. And there's the Lion straight after him, so they've got some time now. Stiggy comes out behind Beasley, not too far out behind Beasley, but Beasley's now dropped 2 seconds behind the drivers that he was battling with in the first stint. So he's going to need a warm-up phase to get these hards up to scratch. But I still think he may have made the wrong call there by going on to hards. Stiggy's going to try and dispose of Beasley as quick as he can now, seeing that he's on the hard tyre. And it shouldn't be oh, there you go, look at that, look at the difference. It's got 2 tyre grade different. I reckon Stiggy could get him done now. Stiggy could get him done now. We're going to jump off shot. We're going to get 2 side by side. No, he just gets in front of him before Cops gets the move done. Stocker's going to want to do the exact same. And we're going to stay on board with Stocker through Maggis and Beckett's. Entron and Marley are now going at it as well. Marley's gone to pit. Marley's pit. Arbon staying out. Big Frank has stayed out. Marley's pit. Entron's pit. Trousers pit. What was Pookie doing? Pookie staying out. Lemon's fastest lap, 1:27. So you feel this is where the race is going to be now. This is where the race is going to be between Lemons and the Lion. Stiggy wants to try and get himself back into this as soon as he can, but he's got a 3.5 second gap to make up. How long does Big Frank and Arbon stay out for? That's another thing. Or will they just get stopped? Another one. Hypes, he's put the hard on, yeah, but he pit 6 laps ago, so that doesn't surprise me. Stiggy takes, he loses the position out to Stocker. And they've both cleared Beasley, so they've got that done now. So it's Do these two battle each other, or do they work as, even though they're fighting for the championship, do they work as a team? Hello, Stiggy, how are you, buddy? We see you, mate. We see ya. How do Stiggy and Stocker work together to try and work as a team on track to claw this gap, this 3.8 to Lion, and bring them both back into battle for the win? And if you are gonna, there you go, Stiggy got a hell of a drive out of club. Stiggy got a hell of a drive out of club there. And Stocker, he knows the score. He knows what time it's about. Look, it was 3.8, now it's 3.4. The Lions now fell 1.4 off Lemons. Is this Lemons putting the hammer down? Big Frank's pit. Arbon still out. Damn. Arbon's waiting for a safety car. But mind you, as close as they are behind, he'll still get overtaken, I do believe. 1.6 now the gap between Lemons and Lion. This is what maybe Lion was trying to do on the first stint. But obviously now we've got a lot lighter cars, half of the fuel load's gone. But this is what Lion was possibly trying to do. Stiggy and Stocker going at it again. Again, keeping the battles to where the overtakes should be made at the end of the main straights, not making moves on each other. Because now they've got that time down to 3.2 to the Lion. But they need to make this time. They need to make this time up now, because their tyres, like I said, they'll last until lap 26. But how good are they going to be on lap 26? That's another question. That's another question. But yeah, Lemons just doing Lemons things at the moment. I think my comment at the beginning of the season really spurred him on when I said no one's going to get more than 3 wins. He actually said to me the other week when I mentioned it, that's all he's thought about. And Arbon gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. No! Pookie's staying out. Pookie's staying out. What's he doing? What's his plans? What's his plans? Diablo, tell me, what do you think his plan is? Staying out, lap 17, still on these mediums. What's his plan? You could get undercut by a lot of drivers. Whoa, just was about to say Beasley's still holding. Finishing on one tyre. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Sorry for swearing. That's got to be comment of the day. His plan just to run the whole race on one tyre. Brilliant. But the Lions are going to want to try and clear him, and I think he should be able to now. He's going to get a lot more, he's going to get much more grip through Maggots and Beckett's. My daughter's knocking on the door. Here he goes. Here goes Lion now. He's got the move done. Stiggy and Stocker doing as they need to do. That gap's kind of maintained itself now though at 3 seconds. They need to get it down as quicker than that. They was kind of going to hope that Pirate Danny held him up slightly, but that wasn't to be the case. 2.4 seconds now. It's Lemons over the Lion. Stiggy's now got it down to 2.8, followed by Stocker, followed by Beasley. Yeah, that certain car pulling out the pit lane, he's the one that normally calls them. So he needs somebody else to do him a favour tonight, doesn't he, Diablo? He's the one that normally causes them. Beasley's not doing too bad, considering he's on two grade lower tyres than these softs. He's still keeping it within that 1 second, still getting that DRS to drag him along. You see how much it is now. Look, Lion in that short bit of time pulled out 1.3 on Pirate Danny. Stiggy and Stocker are doing what they need to do here now. Look, 2.2. But then you put that 2.2 on top of that 1.6, that's 3.8. So the Lions actually extending the gap. They're doing what they need to do, these boys. No, I don't know if what's that, Pirate Pookie? No, you can't do one race when it's dry. When it's wet, guys, you can do one race on one tyre. But when it's dry, you have to use 2 different tyre compounds. So if Pirate Danny was to go all the way to the end of this race without pitting, at the end of it, he'll get disqualified. So he has to use 2 different tyre compounds, whether it be medium soft, soft hard, hard medium. He has to use 2 different compounds. There goes Stiggy again. On Pirate Danny, he gets the move done. Stockers want to try and follow him through. 2.4 now to Lion. The safety car strategy, yeah, that's another one, yeah. But it's getting to the stage now, if there is a safety car, he'll more than likely be the only car that pit. And then he'll fall, look at the gappage, he'll fall right to the back of the field, even with the safety car now. Pirate Danny's right on the back of Stocker, but I do feel Stocker's just going to pull away. And I was just about to say there, roughly round about now, another 3 seconds for Arbor to add to the 10 that he already had, but I think he may have served that 10 in the pit lane. We're getting to the stage now where this could now flip round. The Lions tyre is going to be the tyre that you want to be on, because Lemon's tyre will slowly be wearing off. So I wouldn't be surprised, mind you, Lemon's is just an absolute beast, so I wouldn't be normally. What you would expect is this time differential now to start going Lions' way, start clocking that down. But Lemon's being the absolute beast he is, it wouldn't surprise me if it starts going up. But then saying that though, lap 9, he's on 7 laps. Lap 9, Lion was still attacking on his soft tyre, so there's still maybe a couple of laps, 3-4 laps left in that time. By then we're on lap 24. And I think they're definitely, it's already looking too late for Lion, to be honest with you. I think the battle here is who gets this third place. Beasley's going to now start, hopefully his tyres are going to start coming to him. But it's basically, as it stands, I don't want to jinx anything, but Stiggy, Stocker, Beasley B. Who gets that final podium? Because it's been all nicey at the minute. It's been a bit nicey between Stocker and Stiggy, but I do believe when we get down to the crunch, lap 24, lap 25, that's when the race is going to that's when it's going to get on. Last thing they want to do, as I mentioned before, is do stupid battling and get this man back into the fray, which is already looking like he's pulled himself back into the fray. Marley takes Trouser on the hanger straight just before we go into Stowe. Marley started low down the grid. Let's look at people's penalties. Arbin didn't serve that in the pit lane, so goes a bit deep there, but he's got enough over Trouser. Pirate Danny up 5, Marley up 6, Trouser up 4. Them 3 have had a great race. Pirate Danny's got a pit, so these 2 are definitely going to gain. All the drivers behind Pirate Danny are definitely going to gain positions. At this moment, it hasn't quite worked out for Hypes. He was looking feisty at the beginning of the race, but he pit onto his hard tyre, and it just the hard tyre hasn't quite worked out for him as he would have wanted. And there's your confirmation. Pirate Danny's the only man yet to pit. 20 laps on the medium. Kudos. 4 seconds now. Wow. Lemons. He's an absolute beast, isn't he? Absolute beast. He's an absolute beast. Let's get him on stream. Look, he's got near enough the whole straight between him and the Lion. Stiggy and Stocker doing what they do as well. As mentioned there, how long is it going to be nicey for? That's the question. Down to 2.6 to the Lion. Mind you, the Lion, he is on 2 lap. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, mate. That's what they're trying to do. Stephen, DRS off each other to catch Lion, but I don't see them closing that 3 seconds in these next 4 and 3/4 laps, mate. 4 3/4 laps to close that 3 seconds. I just don't see it, to be honest with you. I think this is where the fight is for the last podium position. And then we're going to have a huge fight between Marley, Trouser, Entron, Frank. Speaking of Entron, here he is right over the back of Trouser. Trouser going to make a move on Marley. No, he's not. He's going to save it. And we've got a big gap cracking here. Let's not forget about Crumpets. He's still there as well. Big shout out as well, guys. 15 runners. Still got 15 runners running. So that's good. But looks like the car was off track there slightly. But Lemons is now, he's made them soft tyres. Them soft tyres have done what Lemons needed them to do. And yeah, he's now got 4.2. So barring any late mishaps or anything like that, I think this is Lemons' race to lose at the minute. And this puts him on number 4. And no doubt he's going to message me after the race, I do believe. I might block him. I might go on Discord now and block him now. I might block him. Stiggy's lost out. Oh, look, we missed that. Stiggy's lost out too. To Stocker and to Beasley B. Beasley B's now getting himself right involved in this race. Right involved. Beasley B's going for that final podium position. Wow, they're sitting there. Some drivers sitting there on 100% ERS. Jesus Christ. Stocker could lose out too here. Stiggy going to go for a double. No, he's not. Doesn't even get one done. Stocker hangs it around the outside. Great defensive driving there from Stocker. Oh, this is going to be tasty. Coming down to Cops. This is going to be tasty coming down to Cops. Get off that camera angle. We're going to jump on board with Stiggy through Cops. We're going to get rid of this. Build it up. And they went through a single file. Not that we want them to go through Cops of 3 wide. No way. It's definitely going to end in tears for someone. Nearly 5 seconds. Oh no, that's not what Stiggy wanted. But he's alright. At best he's going to be, well, he's going to be 5th because the car behind him's 7 seconds, and that being Marley. Because if Pirate Danny doesn't pit now, he's just going to get disqualified. 5 seconds now. Beasley's took Stocker as well, so Beasley's looking very strong for this 3rd place. So he played the long game at his pit stop, did Beasley. Pirate Danny finally pits. Finally pits, does Danny. He'll stick on the soft now and he'll try and go for fastest lap. Stiggy will be 5th, and as I mentioned there, look, 7 seconds Marley, so that 3 second penalty doesn't hurt Stiggy too much. It could hurt him if he starts making moves on these two. Is he going to go for a double? Fantastic double there from Stiggy. Was giving breathing room there from Beasley. That was a fantastic overtake there, but Beasley's not giving up just yet. He has now. This is where this 3 second will hurt Stiggy now, because he'll drop down back to 5th. Great race for Lion on his comeback. First race of the season. I believe he's been off racing in esports, stuff like that, which doesn't surprise me. He's a brilliant driver. Let's have a look at Big Frank. Hypes gets a 3 second time penalty. Is Frank going to make a move down the hanger straight on Entron? Let's see what his run's like out of Chapel. Gets on the DRS early. Yeah, he should get this move done, no problem. Maybe look to attack Trouser and that in front of him. Stiggy and Beasley going at it, hammer and tong. And the Rostock is getting himself involved here as well. Going 2 ride round club. Oh, and they both make it round there. Great respect given to each other. Give each other space. And you would feel that Beasley and Stocker, this is where the final podium will finish. Yeah. Oh, caution, sector 3, caution, sector 3. No, we're still going. Would expect Pookie now. Here's Pookie now, just starting his lap. I'm fully expecting 100% Entron gets back in front of Frank. Fully expecting it to come up at the end of this lap. Fastest lap. Pookie. If he doesn't, He's let the whole side down. This is all we've tuned in for tonight, is to see you get the fastest lap. If you don't, you're going to get a strongly worded letter sent to you, mate. Strongly worded DM. Or I'll just rip the shit out of you in the Discord, as I always do. Come on, Pookie, get that fastest lap, lad. We'll jump back on board with him soon. Here we go, it's kicking off here between these three. Stocker gets in front of Stiggy. Stiggy loses out 2 there. Yeah, he loves it. He loves it, Diablo. He loves it, mate. So, and after all this, Lemons takes us up onto our last lap. But let's jump back on board. Pookie's just coming out of chapel. We're going to stay on board with Pookie, let him finish this lap, and then we're going to jump back on board with Lemons, because by then he should be nearly finishing his lap. There he is there. He's just gone down the Wellington Straight. Here we go. Is he going to get it? We'll soon find out. Boom! Pirate Daddy, fastest lap. Get in there. Get in there. Fastest lap, Pirate Daddy. But we jump on board with Lemons, who's proved himself once again, different gravy today. Was made to work for it in the first part of the race by the Lionator. Maybe Lionator would feel that he chose the wrong strategy. But first race back, great showing. Beasley currently, can he come under attack from, this is where the race is going to be. We're going to have to try and jump back on board with Stocker if we can. No, not Stocker. We can see Lemons coming round now. I don't think Stocker's going to be close enough to take it on Beasley, but we'll jump on board for Mr. 4 wins this season. Here he comes, and that's a win for Lemons. Great racing there from Lemons. Great race there from Lemons. Followed by Lion. Great race back for second place. Beasley comes home in third. Stocker and Stiggy having a little bish bash bosh at the end. 4th place for Stocker. 5th place for Stiggy. Great drive from Marley to finish 6th. Trouser 7th. Entron 8th. Blue New Soul in 9th. Top 10 for Frank. Crumpets in 10th. Arbon in 11th, but he may lose out to Brash. Yes, he does. So Brash 11th. Arbon 12th. Hype's coming home 13th. Pookie for 14th and the fastest lap, and So Pigs Do Fly last but not least in 15th. Yeah, great driving there. And believe it or not, as kind of dominating as he has been this season, I'm sure that Lemons hasn't won a driver of the day. But I think for that drive tonight, he's had stronger performances. Yeah, Beasley, very well on the hards. Marley, driver of the day, he made up loads of positions there, did Marley. But I think for me, purely just on that second stint, I think finally, he's, like I said, he's won by further margins, I'll be honest with you. Nah, you done well there, Beasley, mate. You still got the podium, mate. You still got the podium. I don't think you could have clawed any of that 11 seconds back, but you done what you needed to do on them hards, mate. But yeah, finally, he gets my driver of the day, and our mate Lemons, on the day that he throws egg in my face and gets his 4th win of the season. He gets finally my driver of the day. And just to run through, just once and for all, first place Lemons. Lionator, great comeback. Beasley B, great second stint on the hard. Stocker, then followed by Stiggy. Great battle between these three. Marley, great drive from Marley from 13th on the grid, very close to my driver of the day. Great drive from Trouser, Entron, Frank, Crumpet, Brash, Arbon, Hypes, Pirate Danny with the purple lap time. Get in there, mate. And then So Pigs Do Fly, last but not least, 15th place. Great race there tonight. And I will be back next week, gentlemen. If not, you can catch me on Sunday. Or if you want, catch me tomorrow night. Not commentating, but definitely catch me tomorrow night in Frank's and Armin. You notice I put Frank's name first. In Frank and Armin's, which you read to Armin 16th? Armain 16th, yeah. But yeah, you'll catch me in these chat tomorrow, giving it big un. Gaz, I'll send you a link to Armin's YouTube channel, mate. You can tune in tomorrow night. It's that DTS, that Wednesday nights that I used to do with the team principals and all that. I'll send you his link on WhatsApp once I log off, mate, and you can tune into it tomorrow night. Come and join me, absolutely abusing Armin. But gentlemen, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of the week, whatever you're doing. Unless you're Armain, I hope it pisses down. I hope you just get a cloud above you and it just rains on you the whole day. Yes, gentlemen, catch you next Tuesday. And some of you drivers in this lobby, I'll catch you on Sunday. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Take care.